He said there was nothing they could do. Sea Shepherd was being kicked out of the Galapagos. Because the Galapagos had legalized longlining. The fishermen wanted more money and had turned to shark fins. The government gave in, and longlining was legalized. Now we've lost Cocos and the Galapagos to the fin industry.
I think the world needs to know that sharks are probably the most threatened group of species that we have in the ocean right now. And that a lot of shark species are declining very rapidly, that this is not a natural phenomenon, it's because of fishing and other human impacts, and that there's a lot we can do about this to change it.
Sharks are going to be difficult to conserve, because on one hand, you have people afraid of them and not really wanting to go anywhere near them. People can sort of fish them with impunity. There's nobody looking after the sharks. There's no campaign like a Greenpeace campaign to save the sharks.
Paul left to start a campaign against illegal whaling in Antarctica. And I was alone. Two of the world's last sanctuaries for sharks were going to be wiped out. During my last 6 days in the hospital, more than 1.5 million sharks have been killed. Everyone told me to go home, forget about sharks, and try and save my leg. I didn't know if what I was doing made sense anymore, but all I could think about was getting back underwater with sharks. Sharks' presence in the ocean has provided a framework for the populations below them, including phytoplankton, tiny aquatic plants that consume more carbon dioxide than anything else on Earth. Carbon dioxide is the global warming gas, and plankton converts it to oxygen, providing 70% of the oxygen we breathe on land. Without sharks to prey on them, plankton feeders below sharks could grow out of control, consuming the plankton that we depend on for survival. The ocean is the most important ecosystem, regulating climate and feeding much of the planet. Life on land depends on life in the oceans. I finally realized that it's not just about saving sharks, it's about saving ourselves. There was nothing I could do to save sharks in the Galapagos, but shark finning was still illegal in Costa Rica. If I could get back into Costa Rica, maybe I could finally get to Cocos and do something to stop the finning. I lay there, hoping the red line would stop, and after a week, it did. The infection subsided, and I was finally free.